Listen, soon as I come out the apartment, right? Soon as I come outside the apartment, you know what else you guys don't hear? Sirens. You don't hear sirens, right? As soon as I step out of the apartment. Like I said, the noise campaign doesn't end. They just shift from one form to another, right? When I expose them and when they expose themselves, that's what they do. But what they will also do is also send the ambulance or either the New York Predator Department officers in their cars, right? So you see here, you see the ambulance up there, all right? So yeah, so they hacked my Facebook account, man, let me tell you. You know, when you're waking the people up, when you're giving them knowledge, you know, they don't like that. They do not like that. They want us to remain in ignorance. That way they can manipulate us and control us anyhow and any way they see fit. Okay? So, it is important that we acquire knowledge, all right? That we let go of belief, all right? At least, you know, if you want to still have your belief, but have knowledge behind it. But when a people is only about believing things, then they will always continue to manipulate us. They will always continue to deceive us. And they will always continue to control us. All right? And we think that we're not being controlled. I keep saying, you guys need to go really, truly read about cognitive warfare and neurocognitive warfare. All right? If NATO is so concerned about cognitive warfare because of what they perceive Russia and China is doing and North Korea is doing, right? And they're talking about teaching their population about cognitive warfare, right? Why isn't the United States saying the same thing? And we know cognitive warfare works because we see during the pandemic that the United States engaged in cognitive warfare against the Chinese vaccine manufacturing pharmaceutical companies, right? In Malaysia, is it Malaysia or Taiwan? One of those South Pacific Asian nations. Go read it. Like I said, go read about it, right? Very few American mainstream media reported on it, right? But you can find articles written about it from The Guardian, from Rolling Stone. I think CNN had did a article on it, right? But the United States engaged in cognitive warfare against China so that those nations would distrust the Chinese vaccine, and so that American corporation will end up getting the $1 billion deal to supply those nations with the vaccine. So cognitive warfare works, right? Just like propaganda works. You know, go read the book about propaganda by Edward Benet. Like I said, I don't dare say these things just to say it. I give you guys these, particularly these books to read or these articles to read, because it is to help you to become more informed. It is to help you to acquire knowledge, to help you, when you do, you begin to see things different. You begin to see things as they are and for what they are, not for what they condition you to believe it to be, right? So the attack on my page is because they understand that the knowledge that I provide, right, that people are listening. And like I said, right, the only time you have freedom in America is when people don't listen to you. When they can pass you off as being crazy, right? When you don't have the economic power, right? You have freedom. You have freedom to do whatever you want, right? But you also have to face the consequences, right? And sometimes you will face consequences that are not of your own making, but because there are those out there who profit off of it, right? You have people out there who will manipulate you and condition you a certain way, right? Because again, that is how they keep the system running. That is how they keep exploiting us within the system. That is how they keep manipulating us within the system to abuse us, to exploit, to oppress us, and so forth, and to control us. So their war is on truth, right? Their war is on truth. When they're all about lies and deception and manipulation, they will make you a liar. They will make you a deceiver. They will make you a manipulator. So that way they can say you are just like us, you are no better than us. All right? And then they can get you to do what? To accept genocide. Then they can get you to accept a lot of things, right? How is it that the public is not outraged over the Epstein files? And how is it that none of these politicians, none of these corporate leaders, these billionaires and the millionaire class, none of these people are held accountable for what they've done to probably thousands of children, maybe tens of thousands of children. All right? You know, there was I was just reading a report by The Guardian of investigative journalists that talk about it says that police chiefs in America fail to root out racism within the police department. I'm like, they didn't fail. You know, it's like, they didn't fail. They did not fail. They want it to be the way it is because that is the status quo within the predator department across America. So they did not fail. They're doing exactly what they've been doing.
Next stop, Church Avenue and Rogers Avenue. Please exit through the rear door. This stop is Church Avenue and Rogers Avenue.
Texas.
Next stop, Church Avenue and Western Avenue. Transfers available to the 2 train, B3500, B44 and B44 SDS. This stop is Church Avenue and Western Avenue. Please exit through the rear door. 44.
License plate number 4329. What is crown?
This stop is Church Avenue and East 42nd Street.
Good, man. Good pass.
Good driver.
Church
maybe they
Avenue and Torrey Avenue.
engage in their criminal activity,
Please
they were
exit
sure,
through the rear
right?
door.
As you know, they think they lead them on Facebook page, so they can do whatever they want to do and have when people look up my name. They're not going to see me exposing them for who they are. JRB 44 such and such, yeah.
This stop
They're
is
full of shit.
Church
It's
Avenue
all
and Torrey
street
Avenue.
theater.
Next stop, Church Avenue and East 48th
See, like
Street.
I said, they think that they're slick. Tell you, criminals with guns and badges, thinking that they can do whatever they want to do with people within the society. And the churches level, they got this law to do. Alright? Criminals with guns and badges, thinking that they can do whatever they want to do. They can do because they hide behind the law. Because they're in a position of authority. I need to look at these people for who they are. They're predators.
This stop is Church
I
Avenue
don't
and
just
East
show it, but I prove
48th
it.
Street. Please exit through
I
the
don't
rear
just talk
door.
about it, but I prove it.
Please exit through the rear door. Please exit through the rear door.
I try to do this subliminal threats.
Please exit through the rear door.
I tell you guys, a bunch of cowards. As I tell you, I am willing to die for what I do.
Next stop,
Obviously, they're not
Church
willing to die for what they
Avenue
believe in.
Avenue.
Right?
Transfers available
They're not
to
willing to die for their
B35
lives.
Limited and B46 SDA.
I'm willing to die for the truth.
This
Alright?
stop
They're
is
not willing to
Church
die for their
Avenue and
lives,
Utica Avenue.
their manipulation, their deception. Alright? But I'll die for the truth.
Thank you, driver. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry.
Next stop, Church Avenue and East 52nd Street. This stop is is Church Avenue and East 52nd Street. Next stop, Church Avenue and East 56th Street. Please exit through the rear door.
Oh. This is East 56? East 56, right? I'm sorry? Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. I can find it.
This stop is Church Avenue and East 56th Street. Next stop, Church Avenue and Kings Highway. Transfers available to B35 Limited and B7. Please exit through the rear door. This stop is Church Avenue and Kings Highway.
Look at that. I got a call right there. Look at the number. 933. Call fixation.
Please exit through the rear door. Next stop, Church Avenue and Remsen Avenue. Transfers available to B17, B47, and B8. Church Avenue and Johnson Avenue.
All right, thank you. Have a good night. Oh yeah, so I hope you guys, when you look at the video, look at the rearview mirror, you'll see the bus driver doing the hand signals and shit like that. And then the New York Predator Department, again, like I tell you, when they want to engage in targeting, right, hacking into my social media accounts, they've hacked into my gaming accounts. They have done all these things, man, well over for the past 25 years, right? Actually more than that. With 2 decades and 2.5 decades. All right. So, again, showing you guys exactly what it is they do, how they do it, and how they engage in targeting, what it is that they do, because they want to get away with microchipping people and trying to silence us from coming forward. So imagine if you are a criminal with a gun and a badge, and if corporate sponsor is paying you a lot of money to engage in covert warfare, covert psychological warfare, so they can test out their brain implants so that they can get away with non-consensual human experimentation. What do you think they're going to do? Who is that? Oh, no, I'm good, man. Go ahead. I'll wait for the bus. I got to do my video. I'm doing a video, so go ahead. I'm good. Thanks. Right? So, yeah. Look at that. Look. New York Predator Department. Look at them. They keep telling you this. Look at them. So who was that? That was my brother, right? Now, I've been here how many years? I have never seen him drive past there. And the fact that he actually, I just see the car just stop, right? So look, you see the New York Predator Department? You see them right there? Keep telling you guys, this is what they do. But like I said, I am not afraid of them. There is no fear here. Like I said, I am going to take away their qualified immunity, and I'm going to sue them personally, as well as the New York City Predator Department. All right, so there ain't no fear here. And they're running, they're scared. Imagine how pussy you gotta be to hack into somebody's email, right? To hack in somebody's account, social media account, to hack in somebody's multiple email account too. From my Outlook account, to my Google account, to my Yahoo account, right? Multiple social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, what else? Rumble, right? What other media that I had, right? So this is what they do. And again, I want to show you guys exactly what it is that they do. All right, no thank you. I'm gonna take the bus, because what it is that they're trying to do is trying to I talk about they manipulate family members, right? Because they don't want me talking about what it is that they're doing. So if I was to get in a car with him, I would end the video, right? And I don't want to do that. I want to keep exposing what it is that they do. So yeah, I'm fine, right? Again, I want to show you guys, you guys have been with me because I do these videos all the time. All of a sudden, my brother shows up, then the New York Predator Department shows up. These are the type of threats, using family members that I talk about. And I talk about this in my one of the videos that I did, right? That is what they do. And I talk about when they get emboldened in targeting me and how they do it and what they engage in doing. And I'm not falling for it. Okay? I'm not falling for it. So yeah, look. Look, the hand behind the head. Look. Come on, man, let's go. I keep telling y'all, ain't no fear here. Look. ain't no fear here. I'm gonna look what I'm doing. Look. All right, I'm also, yeah. What you doing that for? What you doing that for? I'm not stepping out in front of the street. So he's doing this, all right? Why? Palm fixation drill, all right? Oh, did you notice today too the amount of vehicle that was making U-turns in front of the bus? Again, that's one of the things that they do. Right? That is one of the things that they do. They're not getting away with this. I'm not going to allow them to get away with this. Like I said, then when the world is going to see exactly who they are and what it is that they do, and the world is going to start treating them accordingly. Oh yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, NY Predators Department. Yeah, fuck you. Right? The world is going to be treating them accordingly. You watch. Like I said, I don't say what I say just to say it. It is because I know, and I can say I know. Why? Because one thing I talk about, racist white predators, whether they be male or female, and the racist Sambos and Sambinas who work within predator law enforcement, right? Who's in politics, right? Those, and who's in the financial market. There's only 3 fields in which black people, when they work in, 4 actually, and can be racist, is law enforcement, which, you know, law I should say, politics, financial market, and medicine. Okay? When you have black people working in those fields, because you know what? Those fields are what? Those fields are positions in those fields in where you can deny somebody something that can benefit their lives or the group or their group of people lives in a positive way, but you work behind the scenes to sabotage those groups. Or even murder them or kill them. You know. And then they start making noises inside. They're a bunch of pussies. They're a bunch of pussies.
Next stop, Grayson Avenue and Linden Boulevard. This stop is Grayson Avenue and Linden Boulevard.
And here's the thing with TI. They'll try to make you feel like they're protected. They're not protected, they're protecting themselves. Okay, I understand that. They are criminals, and criminals is going to protect themselves and each other, particularly when they're organized.
Next stop, Grayson Avenue and Lennox Road.
Like I said, one thing they don't understand about me is that my purpose is greater than theirs. 6322. Yep. One thing they don't know about me is that my purpose
This
is
stop
greater
is
than theirs.
Grayson Avenue and
I'm
Lennox
telling
Road.
them that, always start listening. Right? I have been telling them that. They have not been listening.
Next stop, Grayson Avenue and Clarkson Avenue. Please exit through the rear door. This stop is Remsen Avenue and Clarkson Avenue. Next stop, Remsen Avenue and Winthrop Street. This stop is Remsen Avenue and Winthrop Street. Next stop, Remsen Avenue and Rutland Road. This stop is Remsen Avenue and Rutland Road. Next stop, East New York Avenue South and Utica Avenue. This stop is East New York Avenue South and Utica Avenue. Next stop, East New York Avenue and Schenectady Avenue. This stop is East New York Avenue and Schenectady Avenue. Next stop, Troy Avenue and East New York Avenue. Transfer available to B12. This stop is Troy Avenue and East New York Avenue. Please exit through the front door. Next stop, Troy Avenue and Fall Street. This stop is Troy Avenue and Fall Street.
Thank you. Have a good night. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So, interesting day, man. Let me tell you. When I talk about, they're afraid of the truth. Media lies, the pastors, the churches lies, right? The predator police officers and the predator police department, their lies. They all lie. And they want to make you a liar. They all deceive. They want to make you a deceiver. They all manipulate. They want to make you a manipulator. We have to have a level of consciousness. And when we do, is when we will unite. And that is what they are afraid of. That is why they give you the realm of belief. So that you don't see the truth. Look. He tell you, don't I call them out? I said, don't I call them out? I call them out, right? I tell you, I know what I'm talking about, right? I call them out, right? I call them out, right? I talk about the use of teenagers, right? Did I tell you that? I call them out, right? Right? When they'll always go back. I keep telling you, it's the same repeated patterns of attacks, of harassment, of subliminal message of using teenagers. So they go from adults to teenagers, then they'll use children. And I keep saying, how is it that they get so many access to these children and these teenagers? How is it? How is it? When you look at Jeffrey Epstein, how is it that they get access to these children? Right? Because their parents, money, right? Celebrity fame and being and praising celebrities, right? Praising and worshiping wealthy people. Right? And so they compromise people within the society. They compromise parents. They compromise almost everybody, not everybody, almost everybody, in order so that they can do what they do. And they get away with it because we worship them. Right? When they manipulate people out in the public, those who have no power, who have no money, right? We look at them and we hate them. Right? But the true predators, the true murderers, the true serial killers, the true rapists, the true essayers, right? The true manipulators, right? They are the ones that we worship. Why? Because they have status and they have money. They have status and they have money. All right, so yeah, hilarious. And yeah, talk to you guys in the next video.